Hello students, welcome to Aristotle classes. In today's lecture, we will try to understand Madhya Pradesh, specifically the polity and politics of Madhya Pradesh. So, our first unit would be how Madhya Pradesh was formed, how it was divided, what are the characteristics of the Madhya Pradesh, and what are the determinants of Madhya Pradesh. Also, what are the major parties ruling Madhya Pradesh. In the second unit, we are going to understand the governance part, basically legislative, executive, and judiciary. In the third unit, we will try to understand the state administration. In simple words, we will try to understand the bureaucracy, the bureaucratic system which runs the Madhya Pradesh. Then we will try to understand local self-government in Madhya Pradesh. And in the last fifth unit, we will try to understand the emerging trends like tribal politics, Dalit politics, Naxalism, importance of participation of women in Madhya Pradesh politics. So let's start with the first unit, which is Reorganization, Formation, Division of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so let's start. So as you know that once we got independent, we have integrated the different princely states and provinces into India. Then we have reorganized those states. So there was a commission for same, which was known as State Reorganization Commission or Fazal Ali Commission. It was constituted in 1953 and it presented its report in 1955. So what was the major recommendation of this commission? This commission emphasized that language should not be the only parameter to make a state, but they provided that common language can be the primary basis for constituting a large state. Okay, so basically there was a popular demand of constituting states on the basis of language, basically linguistic constitution of states. The Indian government kept on declining this demand, but with this commission they have accepted that demand, and in 1956 they have formed 14 states and 6 UTs on the basis of languages. So what was the impact on MP of this commission? Actually, MP was majorly Hindi speaking state. So they consolidated large states like Vindhya Pradesh, Madhya Bharat, Central Province, and Berar into one bigger part of area that was known as Madhya Pradesh. Okay, this one. Take a state must create barriers to national integration. States must not create. And as MP being in the central part of the country, it was showing the factor of unity here. Then state must be economically viable. Okay, so MP was mineral rich. Okay, MP has enormous amount of forest reserve and agricultures. So this was one of the basis of formation of MP. Also, the governance must be practical and accessible. So if in MP the major language of communication remains as Hindi, then the administration becomes easy. So what happened on 1st November 1956? Four different regions, CP&Berar, Madhya Bharat, Vindhya Pradesh, and Bhopal, consolidated into one bigger state, which was known as Madhya Pradesh. Okay, these are some facts about Madhya Pradesh. The important fact about Madhya Pradesh right now is MP has 55 districts. Okay, and one more thing, the MP, which was constituted in 1956, was further divided into two states. One is MP, second was Chhattisgarh in 2000, 1st November 2000. Okay, so there was a popular demand of creating a state known as Chhattisgarh because Chhattisgarh find themselves, you know, close to the identity of Chhattisgarh. Okay, also there is a huge tribal population which has different interests. So demand of Chhattisgarh was very natural. Also, the Chhattisgarh was having around 40% of minerals of the larger MPCG state, but it was getting only 10% of the budget. This was not balanced, symmetric devolution of budget and revenue. That's why the demand of Chhattisgarh keeps on increasing. And in 1990s, there was Madhya Pradesh Rajya Punergatan Sanghatan Samiti, and then BJP included the Chhattisgarh statehood pledge into its election manifesto, and Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the then Prime Minister of India, in 2000, given the MP Punargatan Adhiniyam. And on 1st of November 2000, Chhattisgarh became India's 26th state, getting apart from Madhya Pradesh. And then Madhya Pradesh remained on for the area of 3,08,252 square kilometers. Currently, we have 55 districts, also 10 divisions. Divisions like Chambal, like Indore, like Narmadapuram, like Bhopal, like Sagar. So this is the bigger picture. How MP was, formed, then how it was divided. Now, party system. Before moving to party system, we need to understand few things about MP. That about characteristics of MP. That suppose this is MP. MP is a landlocked state. Okay, it is not a. It does not share any maritime boundary. Okay, so definitely our exports would be dependent upon the maritime states. Okay, so we cannot compare MP's growth to Gujarat's growth or with the Tamil Nadu's growth. Okay, because MP is a landlocked state. It is at the central part of India. Second, MP has a very diverse culture, and majority of the population who resides in MP is tribal population. So the issues are different in MP. MP wants sustainable growth. MP wants peace. So these are some characteristics and determinants of MP's policies. Now, talking about parties in Madhya Pradesh. So MP was ruled majorly by two parties, BJP and Congress. Earlier, at the time of Prime Minister Nehru, there was a Congress dominance, and Congress dominance was there in the whole of India only. Take Rajni Kothari call it the Congress system. Earlier, the whole India was used to run by Congress. Then, after the death of Prime Minister Nehru, there was a weakening of Congress system. Jansang rised, and after that, uh, and also from this very century, MP is majorly led by BJP, and it has various aspects to that it is because of the politics of marginalized people. There was a CM known as Shivraj Singh Chauhan who has who came up with the policy of Ladli Lakshmi Yojana. He has given 24 hours electricity. He has constructed roads, etc. So there is a dominance of BJP in MP's politics. Currently, we have our chief minister in MP. Chief Minister is Mohan Yadav, and they call it double engine sarkar. That means in the center there is a BJP government, in the state there is a BJP government. So they claim that the speed of the train of development would be doubled with this. We had significant Congress era in MP. Then Bahujan Samajwadi Party, which primarily belongs to Uttar Pradesh, has a strong hold in Bundelkhand area, the same area which is shares border with UP. Then we have in tribal areas we have Gondwana Ganatantra Party as well, which wins a couple of seats as well in the tribal districts, so-called tribal districts. So coming to the quote of Jawaharlal Nehru, he says that the formation of state on linguistic basis was not merely a consensus to sentiment, but a concession to sentiment, but a reorganization that administration is most effective when conducted in a language that people understand. This is a very fair point, that the language of the administration, the language of the governance must be the language of the masses. Otherwise, how will they get involved? How will they participate in governance and decision making? So, fair point. So, talking about governance, now let's try to understand about the uh, state, legislature, executive, and judiciary. So, for that, we have to read part 6 of Indian Constitution, which starts with the Article 152, which talks about a state. Article 153 talks about the governor. Governor is constitutional head of a state. Appointment of governor is done by president on the advice of prime minister, or we can say that the governor is appointed by the center at the state. That's why sometimes he is known as the agent of the center at state. There are only two criteria to become governor. One must be Indian citizen, and he must be above the age of 35 years, and he should not be a legislature member. He should not have any office of profit. Uh, it is a convention that generally a governor enjoys the tenure of 5 years, but actually he enjoys the tenure during the pressure of president. Now, uh, governor takes oath in the presence of Chief Justice of the High Court of the respective state. This is some of the points. Okay, so what are the powers of governor? We should talk about. Okay, first of all, what we have studied that governor is a nominal head of the state. He possesses what executive powers? He appoints chief minister. He appoints council of ministers. He appoints advocate general of state, and also he appoints uh, members and chairpersons of the commissions of the respective states, like a state public service commission, election commission, like this. Also, he has some financial powers as well. Uh, the money bill is started with his prior consent. Okay, and he can demand for the information at any point of time. He has got emergency power. Disputed, the most debated power a governor has is Article 356. That means if machinery of a state gets broken down, then the governor informs this state or sorry the center or the president that you should come here to save the state because state is not functioning very well, so you should impose president rule here. This is the most debated power a governor has. Also, he has got some pardoning power as well. He has got discretionary power as well. For one we have talked about the president rule. Other is government formation. Other the floor test. It is on the discretion of the governor. If two parties are claiming their majority, then it is the discretion power of the governor that whoever he can choose to form the government. Also, he has got legislative power as well. If uh, none of the house is in session, and in MP we have unicameral system, so if Vidhan Sabha is not in the setting, then governor can pass the ordinance with the help of Article 213. Also, the the power, the intensity of the ordinance will be same as a legislation passed by the Vidhan Sabha. One more thing, he gives assent to the bills passed by Vidhan Sabha, and one discretionary power he has is that he can reserve bill for the consideration of president, and a president can practically discard the bill passed by Vidhan Sabha. So this is governor. Governor is not an elected office. He's not an elected person. It is a nominal head. It is appointment. Now, chief minister and council of ministers. So, the governor is a you know nominal head of the government of the state, whereas chief minister is the real executive head of the government, and he is the leader of cabinet as well. So, the major article for CM is 167. It talks about that CM is linked between governor and cabinet and must furnish information on request, submit matter to full cabinet if governor request. Agar if governor requests for any information from chief minister, he has to give it. We have missed the article 163, which talks about council of minister. Article 164 talks about the head of the COM, which will be chief minister. Okay, so these are a few things, and in Madhya Pradesh, we have 230 Vidhan Sabha seats. So the magic figure remains 116. So for a party to get the majority, they has to get 116 seats at least. Now moving on, talking about the state legislature, we have, as I've told you, that we have 230 seats. 47 is reserved for ST community, and 35 is reserved for SC community. 148 will be contested on the general basis. Generally, the term of the Vidhan Sabha remains for 5 years. We have BMW 3 sessions: budget, monsoon, and winter sessions. Now we have talked about it. In Rajya Sabha, we have MP has got 11 seats. Now, what are the legislative powers of the Vidhan Sabha? Vidhan Sabha is the most powerful in terms of making legislations. So, Vidhan Sabha tries to make legislations on the state and concurrent list. It tries to make the legal mechanisms to ensure public order, police, agriculture, local government, etc. financial power. So state has got consolidated fund, and only Vidhan Sabha has the power to get the funds from that fund. Now, Vidhan Sabha has also controls the executives in a manner that the executives cannot go arbitrary. Also, we have anti-defection laws, so which restricts political parties, so to do the horse trading, etc. So this is the thing. Now, there is also high courts and subordinate courts, basically the state judiciary, to resolve the problems of the MP. Now, the what Supreme Court says about governor. Supreme Court says that the governor is not a rubber stamp, not a party agent. He is a constitutional sentinel required to act as bridge between the union and the state, upholding the constitution above political consideration. So this is the ideal set for the post of governor, but we do not know that how much it is followed. Now talking about the administrative structure of the MP, like how the bureaucracy uh, gets its structure and how it performs. So at the top, we have the senior most IS officer who remains the chief secretary. First of all, let's try to understand administrative hierarchy. First, on the top, we have governor, then we have chief minister with council of ministers, COM, then we have chief secretary, then we have secretary, okay, principal secretaries and secretaries, then we have divisional commissioners. So we have 10 divisions, so we have 10 divisional commissioners in MP. Then we have district collectors, then we have SDMs and tehsildars, and then we have gram panchayat and patwaris at the grassroots level. So, talking about bureaucracy, we have chief secretary at the top who aids and advises the Vidhan Sabha, and chief minister, also COM, for the administrative decisions. Also, then below chief minister, we have additional chief secretary. Then we have principal secretary. Then we have secretary or special secretary. Then we have joint secretary. Then we have under secretary. So these are some positions on the apex level of bureaucracy in Madhya Pradesh. They all sit in Vallabh Bhavan near the Vidhan Sabha Bhavan in MP. So what about chief secretary? He drafts, he prepares, he circulates the central agenda of the state administration. He links the bureaucracy with chief minister. He chairs the weekly secretaries review meeting. He consolidates all the 52 departments of the states, means all the districts, 55 actually. He manages crisis. He is the chief of civil services board. He decides that who will be posted where, and he runs the state during the president's rule. This is the most important thing, that he runs the state during the president's rule. MPs liaison with the government of MP. Now we have divisional commissioners. We have 10 divisional commissioners. Okay, so now uh, what does the divisional commissioner does? Okay, supervises revenue administration of 5 to 7 districts. These are the appellate authorities above collectors and SDMs. They coordinates divisional development programs. They oversees the laws. They're the returning officers for Lok Sabha elections. And most important, they coordinates on the multi-district disaster response. These are the responsibilities done by the whom divisional commissioners. Now, on the district level, we have revenue officer or district magistrate. They are the officers from all India services. Typically, they are IS or the promoted IS. Then we have development coordinators. Then we have district election officer. We have disaster management team, SDRF. We have district mineral foundation. So in India, in Madhya Pradesh, we have a vast the vast machinery for the administration at the district level. We have we have Jila Panchayat Adhyaksh. We have the mayor. The CEO of municipalities. So these are some basics of how the administration takes place in MP on a district level. In Unit 4, we are going to discuss about the local self-government on rural level and on urban level. So uh, Balwant Rai Mehta Committee has suggested three-tier Panchayati Raj structure, which is this. At the very grassroots level, we should have Gram Sabha. Then on the block level, we should have Janpat Panchayat, and at the top, we have Jila Panchayat. So in MP, we have almost 23,000 villages. So basically, we have 23,000 Gram Panchayats. We have 313 blocks. So we have 313 Janpat Panchayats. We have Jila Panchayats. So the as many states, as many districts there will be, the same number of Jila Panchayats there will be. So the very basic about this Panchayat Raj system was given by 73rd Constitutional Amendment in 1992, and MP adopted it in 1993 as MP Panchayat Raj Evam Gram Swaraj Adhiniyam. So how the three-tier Panchayat Raj system works? So at the apex level, we have Jila Panchayats. Currently, we have 55 Jila Panchayats. So at the top, we have a IS rank officer who guides the administrative functions of the Jila Panchayat and all the panchayats. And but he is not the chief. The chief is an elected member who rules the Jila Panchayat. So when we conduct the panchayat elections, so we vote not for only one person. We do not only vote for our sarpanch. We vote for four persons: our ward member, our sarpanch, our janpat sadas, and our Jila Panchayat sadas. So they goes here and sit here. So in the same way, we have a Janpat Adhyaksh, we have a Gram Panchayat Adhyaksh, who is actually Sarpanch, and at the very grassroots level, at the very bottom, we have Gram Sabha, which is group of all the registered voters of that village. They make the developmental plans, they social audit the budgets, and they Gram Sabha is the most powerful authority at the grassroots level. They have the foundational character of the democratic governance. They must have at least four meetings a year, but unfortunately it doesn't happen. And wherever the gram sabhas are functioning well, the village develops, it gets development. Now, talking about the reservations in the panchayat Raj institutions, because if we are providing the grassroots democracy and participation, we must provide inclusiveness. So we have, first of all, we have 50% women reservation in panchayat Raj institutions. We have 27% of OBC reservation. We have, 50% reservation of ST communities where the PESA is, executed, and we have around 15% reservation of SC communities. So as I have told you earlier, that the characteristics of MP is very diverse, so we have to cater the diversity. That's why we have given reservation to the or to all the communities and all the genders for proper reservation, so proper representation. PACE Act, as I have told you, that MP is a primarily tribal state. So for the proper representation of tribal people, we have made PACE Act. So in PESA, we give tribals their rights. So we have 69 blocks and 20 tribal districts, which comes under the PESA Act. Now, talking about the urban local self-government, the basic organization is very simple. That we have categorized this urban local self-government into three parts. If on the basis of population, if the population is below 25,000, we constitute Nagar Panchayat there. This is for small towns. If the population is between 25,000 and 1 lakh, we constitute Nagar Palika there, municipal council. If the population is above 1 lakh, then we consider this as a big city and we constitute their municipal corporation, Nagar Palika Parishad, or we can say that Nagar Nigam. Okay, so this is the thing. So people here also are elected, and at the apex level, we have IS officer who is taking care of the administrative functions. Now talking about the unit 4, last topic, which is finance, bureaucracy, and autonomy in local self-government. So how the finances, bureaucracy, and autonomy works? So the local government can collect the own revenue tax. This is the source of its income. There should be state finance commission according to article 243I, who should social audit, who should recommend that what should be done on financial sector and things like that. In the 15th Finance Commission, 15th Finance Commission, which is NK Singh Commission, has directed that PRIs and ULBs, Panchayat Raj institutions and urban local bodies, should get direct grants for the development, because they are the fundamental units of development. So they must get the direct funds. We have Indore Municipal Corporation, who collects the property tax, and we know the good sanitation model of Indore. Indore is known for its sanitation and swachhata. So it is doing very well. Talking about bureaucracy. So uh, we have bureaucratic officials at every level. We have Gram Panchayat secretary at very grassroots level who assist the Gram Panchayat and Sarpanch. We have Janpad and Jila Panchayat CEOs. We have municipal commissioners and who assists the administration. There are some challenges. There are some frequent challenges that uh, there are some major issues in India like corruption and like delay in decisions. So those are the challenges we need to fight with. Also talking about the autonomy. So the autonomy is something that if we are empowering the people at the local level, we should give them autonomy so that they can take decisions on some, at least on some subjects on their own. So like this, PESA is one step towards that. Now moving towards the final unit, which will talk about some issues in MP. So this slide shows the tribal politics in MP. So the major concern about MP is MP has India's largest absolute ST population, but y- till now we haven't seen any tribal chief minister yet. This is a very big concern here. Gondwana Ganatantra Party demands Gondwana statehood on the tribal basis. These are few things we should uh, we should not only give reservation to ST community. We must educate them. We must aware. We must increase the awareness amongst them to empower them, and they must be included in the decision making and policy formulations. Otherwise, the right policies for them would never be culminated. Talking about the Dalit politics, we have around in MP we have around 16% ST population here, and we have the stronghold of BSP, which is Bahujan Samajwadi Party, in some of the areas as well. For ST population, we have 35 reserved seats, which is very important. We have for the security, for the safety, and for the dignity of the SC community, for some of the groups who used to run manual scavenging, we have uh, we have we brought law of prohibition of manual scavenging. Still, we we witness some of the cases which are very unfortunate. We witness some of the very violent, very brutal, very nasty cases of where Dalits are beaten. They are people are committing uh, some heinous crimes against Dalits. So this must be stopped. This would be done by the same procedure, by educating them, by giving them awareness. MP suffers from Naxalism in its northeastern part of Palaghat, Manlat, Dhinori, the part which is attached with which shares its border from Chhattisgarh. But right now, in 2026, Indian Home Ministry claims that they have reduced Naxalism to the extent that it is almost vanished. Now, what about the women? So we have already given the reservations to women in panchayat Raj institutions in 2009. Now in Vidhan Sabha, the percentage of women is around is obviously more with respect to earlier elections. So we have 13% women in Vidhan Sabha right now. So it would keep on increasing as we should brought the act like the central government has brought Nari Shakti Vandana Adhiniyam, which will provide 33% reservation to women in Lok Sabha. What is the electoral behavior of MP? So electoral behavior depends upon the culture. So MP faces the caste politics, class politics, regional communal politics. So like every other part of India, MP faces every other thing. 2023 election, 2023 last Vidhan Sabha election was a very unique example. It is claimed that the BJP government has won the election on only one scheme, which was Ladli Behna scheme. In the scheme, there was a promise by the BJP that if they comes into the power, they will keep giving women between the age of 18 and 55 some certain amounts. Earlier it was 1,000, then it was increased to 12,000, 1,215, and then currently they are given 1,500 rupees. So the freebie politics or the thing, you know, this also works in MP. What is the developmental parameters of MP? The growth rate of the state was 4 to 5%, was very low, but now MP is growing on the growth rate of more than 10%. The per capita income in MP is 1,40,000, around 1.5 lakh in 2023. Literacy rate has gone up, and many things has gone up. So MP has a very bright future. Some developmental data here you should look at. Now talking about Amat Sen's quote, that he says that development without equity is not development at all. It is merely the redistribution of poverty from countryside to the city slums. If you do not uh, provide development with equity, means if you would not provide development to the poor too uh, at the rural level, then they'll migrate to city, and they will become more poor than they were in villages. So we should have decentralized planning, decentralized government. Now, talking about some example questions that you should prepare for short for if you get a short answer question. So the marks can vary. That it can be 2, 4, 8. So you should write the crux. Like if they ask that what is the State Reorganization Commission, you should write key when it was established, who were the uh, you know members of that commission, when did it submitted its report, when was the act was brought, etc. So and in the questions, like when they are talking about governor, cm, com, etc., you must mention the article, that what article it belongs to. Okay, in the cases like PSIR Act, etc., you have to mention the year, you have to mention in how many district and blocks it is you know is conceptualized. All these things you have to be prepared for some practical questions, like what is anti-defection law. uh, is India, I'm sorry, is MP is very prone to for defections, anti-defections. You must be prepared for this as well. You must be prepared for State Finance Commission. Okay, so for long form questions, you must follow the structure of introduction, body, and conclusion. You must write a very good introduction. You must sum up the whole answer in the conclusion, and in the middle, you should write what is the center of the question. If the question is talking about State Reorganization Commission, you must write its specification, its recommendation, etc. So this is the thing. These are some areas from which they can ask questions, and this is some quick revision chart you can follow, to revise, and you can quote these scholars as well in the exam to get some extra edge over